There are a lot of issues with the Delta Force extraction mode right now, and I think that we just have to bring them to light, and we have to have a discussion about them just off the cuff. See, here's the thing. I usually make videos where I know what I'm going to talk about a lot. I script a lot of stuff. Well, in this video, I'm not going to do any of that. I'm actually just got some bullet points that I want to talk about, and I'm just going to rant and talk about my honest opinion about them. So let's talk about the issues in Delta Force. And I know what everyone's going to say right away. It's console release. Console release is the biggest issue we have. But let's just clear the air here. Console release actually isn't an issue because we have something that's very important to this video, and that's a timeline. We have a timeline of when console release is supposed to happen. It's Q1 2025. And until they delay it, or they tell us that they're going to delay it, or it misses the mark, I don't think console release is really an issue at all, actually. I know everyone wants to get their hands on it. I know a lot of people, are impatient with it, and that's okay. It's understandable. It's a great game. I want everyone to play this too. But if you don't think Team Jade also wants this out on console as soon as possible, you're crazy. Once this comes on console, their player base is going to boom. They're going to make more money. They want this game as bad as you guys do to come out on console as soon as possible. So let's just get that out of the way. Console release isn't the issue right now. The main issue that we're having right now is when we hear the word soon. A lot of extraction shooter fans have a problem with the word soon. It becomes a meme in the community because the grandfather of these style games is Tarkov, and they were notoriously known for, hey, all this stuff, look at all this cool stuff, and it's coming soon. And we wouldn't even get it within the year, or if at all, it would take longer. So soon became more of a meme in the community. And guess what? They're saying all these promising stuff. We get cheater compensation. We're going to get kill cams. We're going to get, a solo only mode to try out. But guess what? It's all coming soon, you guys. And that rubs me the wrong way. It kind of makes me cringe a little when I hear it. So let's take, for instance, solo mode. Solo mode is one of the most requested things for operations since the game is released. And they keep saying, yes, it's coming. We're going to try it out. And, it was like, they said, okay, the next big update, we're going to try a solo only mode. But then they put out an article, or they had an interview saying, hey, we did do this. We tried it out. We tried a solo mode with some of the vocal people that wanted it, and they ended up hating it. That was a really weird article that I read, and I didn't quite understand it. But I was like, okay, well, this has nothing to do with anything because it's in the Chinese version of the game, right? If people actually really hated solo mode, why would it still be in the Chinese version of the game? It doesn't make sense. So I was like, okay, something's got my spidey sense tingling here, right? But they said, okay, next big update. Okay, the next big update's season 2, or now season 3. We're gonna get it here. We're gonna get a trial version, right? Then a couple of days before the next season, they had a podcast and they said, hey, guess what? We're gonna see how the next season goes. Then we're gonna give you a solo mode. We'll see if it even comes. It's okay, I don't know what the issue here is, and I honestly legit think it's just a player base / server issue. Like, they might just not have the players, they don't want to segregate the audience, but do what the Chinese version did. Do it on the weekends when you have a lot more people, and try it out for us. Let us determine if we like it or not. But it's just so fishy right now. The whole solo mode is so fishy at the moment. Another issue a lot of people are up in arms about is the cheaters in this game. It's 2025, it's an online FPS competitive shooter. There's gonna be cheaters. I'm really sorry to say, but that's just the landscape of online video games now. And guess what? It's really sad. It's crappy because as long as it's a popular game, even if it's not a popular game actually, there's still gonna be cheaters in there, right? So I think they're doing a great job at handling cheaters. I see a lot of the ones that I report getting banned. I see the ban list. Like, I think they're doing a good job. Where I have an issue with the cheaters is the thing they promised us, and that's cheater compensation. Again, we don't have a timeline for this, but they said it's coming soon, of course. And guess what? It's kind of in the game right now. Like, I've played probably over 300 hours of this game. I've never gotten anything back, and I've reported a good chunk of people, but again, you shouldn't have to report people to get cheater compensation. That's something a lot of people, I think, are confused about. Cheater compensation happens whether you report them or not, because it would be really stupid if they said, hey, cheater compensation's happening, but you have to report the person first. That wouldn't make sense, because everyone would report every single death of theirs. It doesn't matter if it's a cheater or not. So just to let you guys know, cheater compensation is supposed to be for if you report or not, it's supposed to come back. But the main issue is it is on some servers, it's not on others. We're supposed to get it soon. And guess what? Cheater compensation is probably the best thing you can do in an extraction shooter right now to make the community feel a little more, I don't know if the word's better, but more comfortable with the situation we have with online FPSs right now. Now, yeah, in most other games, if you die to a cheater, you just, re-queue up into your search and you're good to go. You don't lose anything. In extraction shooters, obviously, you lose a lot of the items that you worked hours to get, and it feels really bad when you think you got cheated on. All they would have to do, though, to get the community behind them is just get cheater compensation in the game. Like, ASAP. We need this. And I just want a timeline of what's happening and when everything's happening, right? So we have already got a roadmap for the next 4 seasons of the next year, but they're super vague. As cool as it was that they showed us what's coming out, everything was really vague about it. Like the next season, we're going to get night mode maps. That's cool. We're going to get an extension of current maps. Okay. Like all this pretty much did was tell us what the next season was going to be, which is night vision. And then the other stuff was, are we going to get an extension of maps or are we going to get a new map? Right. So next season, it's just an extension. 3rd season, we're going to get a new map, and then 4th season extension again. But what we really need is a roadmap of what things are coming next. Meaning, okay, well, we're working on cheater compensation to get in here, this season. We're working on kill cams because, again, kill cams is something we really want in this game and we want to be able to see. But again, it's inevitable that it's just been told soon. But then during the podcast, we heard about another thing that people have been clamoring about, and that is an easy mode cap. A lot of people are sick of people with gold armor and gold ammo coming into easy mode and just, stomping on these baby seals. And okay, I get it. Even though, let me tell you guys something right now. When they do cap easy mode, rip ammo is going to be what everyone uses, because blue ammo against purple armor, it doesn't really do much. The fights, at the end of the day, I think their heart's in the right place where they want that longer TTK. They want the fights to go a little longer for newer players. That's all well and good. But at the end of the day, what's going to happen is everyone's going to run rip ammo, and it's going to be a gong show, in all honesty. I think it will. But we'll have to wait and see, because it's not in the game yet. Even though we were told it's coming with the next season, it's not there. And surprise, surprise, it is implemented in the Chinese version of the game, but not in our version of the game. And I have no clue why. And this again just makes it so that we do not trust what they're saying. And I'm having an issue because everything's soon or it's coming, and I just want to know, like, the roadmap you gave us with all that stuff was great, but I want just like a roadmap of like, hey, this season we're going to try to implement, cheater compensation, and we're going to try to cap easy mode. Then in season 3, we're going to try to do this and this. Like, I want a roadmap of features and what's priority and what isn't. And I know that it has been Chinese New Year, and it's a really big deal for a Chinese developer, a lot of time off for the developers, and I understand that, but they have been radio silent since the last season dropped, and we didn't get any of those features that they promised. So I really just want to know what's going on. I'm all well and good that it's awesome that they're doing giveaways. We keep hearing about giveaways. We keep hearing about, the mobile beta, stuff like that. But they've been radio silent on the features that they talked about, and it's just not a good look, I feel like. Now, I love this game. I'm still going to play this game. I still think it's fantastic, but I hope someone at Team Jade watches this and understands that like the trust with the community right now is probably at an all-time low. And I hope you get us and our trust back, because you have an amazing game on your hand. I think this game is like what DMZ should have been. It's gonna be the next iteration of all those people that are playing DMZ on console will come to this game. They're gonna fall in love with it. I really do think that. And I really wish I could have made a video, because I have a lot of ideas on things to change. Like, I wanted to make a video about, hey, we need, these changes. Like, we should be able to see the layout of bags before we buy them. Like, why can't I see what the layout of a rig or a bag is before I purchase it? Or, one thing someone said that I thought was brilliant was, when you're in a team and you're like, I don't know if I killed this guy or you killed this guy, and then you have to go through all their gear first, and then their dog tag pops up, then you can search to see who killed them. The dog tag should automatically be popped up. Like, you shouldn't have to search the dog tag area. That way we can see who killed who right away, instead of having to search everything. There's all these little changes that I would love to talk about, but there's these big, like, looming things over everyone's head that we needed to discuss more than just those things. So yes, this video was a rant, and maybe you agree with it, maybe you disagree with it. I would love your opinion on this video. And yeah, I'm still gonna put out content for this game, because like I said, I am still loving it. There's nothing that really scratches that itch for me at this time being, but they still do have a lot of work on their hands, and I hope that they're more upfront and they're going to communicate with us more. I don't know. Well, end of the rant video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy this video. Yeah, that's all I got. Put down anything you want to say in the comments below, and until next time, I'll talk to everyone later.